Samore Love Bugs, you have now tuned in to my Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe if you have not yet done so. Also, be sure to share this video wherever you like to share videos. And tomorrow, which is Monday, be sure to check out my other channel, Samore Love TV, so that you can see my love and hip-hop recap. I was gone for a week because, you know, I was on vacation for my birthday and everything like that. But now I'm back with both this one and that one, okay? Okay, so now that we've talked about that, wanted to go ahead and we're going to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh yeah, and cheers to you guys. Yes, this was a cup that one of my friends had gotten for my birthday. And you know, these Real Housewives of Atlanta, they always drinking a little something, something. So I was like, why can't I sip on something too? Anyway, so now Portia and Phaedra, they're talking about Cynthia and how she was acting all crazy, and she was the one that was kind of trying to call people out and stuff like that. And I was feeling a little some type of way too, because I'm like, Cynthia, you're doing too much. Why are you calling people out? It's like you're trying to be the brand new bad girl. And y'all know I've been saying that for a while. I know some of you guys, you like her new attitude and how she's really standing up for herself. But to me, I guess because I've seen her over, I just seen her over so many different seasons. It just seems forced to me. Like she's trying to make sure she keeps her position. A little piece of hair was in my mouth. I was cutting my hair earlier. It seems like she's trying to keep her position or her place on the show, so she's trying to cause a little buzz, a little controversy. And plus the people that get the most buzz, like how Nene was out there, man, she was a trending topic. Those are the people that get the big rewards and get the big money. You know what I'm saying? Because look at Nene now. You know, she's on Broadway. She making them checks. She making them dollar bills and stuff like that. So I think that that's kind of what she's the route that she's trying to take right now. Portia, she also mentions that Kandi's so close to Phaedra, but why is it that she wasn't the first person to kind of jump up? It was actually Portia. Did you see how Portia's hair was laid, honey? Oh my gosh. Like, she just makes you say, oh my God, I want to snatch your hair. It is gorgeous. But yeah, she was saying that why was it that Kandi didn't kind of get up and go to Phaedra's aid, and it was her that had to do it if they're such close buddy friends and stuff like that. Phaedra thinks that it could be because, you know, it's kind of one of those things where your friends are friends and you don't want to kind of mix up and stuff, where Todd is close to Apollo and she's kind of close to Apollo as well. So she kind of thinks that that's what's making everything go south, because now that Apollo's gone, she feels as though Kandi kind of abandoned her. But Kandi doesn't even feel that way. Kandi isn't even really thinking about that. Kandi has so many issues of her own with her, and her man might just be cheating on her, which we'll get into a little bit further. And things like that, and blending families and trying to get the kids to like each other and stuff like that. She's not really thinking about other people's issues. So I think that that's what's going on with her. But it's just their communication isn't at that point right now where they're able to tell each other what's going on in their lives and really be really honest. I feel like both of them kind of wear a mask when they sit down and have those talks to each other. Meanwhile, Cynthia, she's talking to Peter and she's telling him her version of what went down, and I'm just like, Cynthia, whatever. Kandi and that big old booty, honey, in a pencil skirt that was like a nice little striped blue, and oh my goodness, it was so cute. And Todd was there too. They went to go to see Dr. Blake for just to kind of get counseling, like they did last week. They was talking about that. Yeah, I watched last week. I just didn't do a recap on it. And when she does that, they kind of talk about how they've only been married for 6 months, and when he comes home, it's like he's depressed. And he said that's when reality kind of hits him and he just starts to get stressed. I guess when he's out in LA, it's turn up time, you know, it's partying, we drinking, you know, and we're just having like a really good time. It's turn up, you know, and everything like that. But when he comes back home, it's responsibility, it's family, it's the boring life, it's I'm married, I have to settle down. And I think that's the part that he's having a problem with, to me, is that maybe he's gotten so used to having that turn up lifestyle, having fun and everything, that he doesn't really want to come home and you know, be all like, okay, I have chores to do, I have bills to pay, I have to think about Mama Cray J and all those types of things. Todd, he mentions that a lot also changed because of the prenup. And I'm like, dude, but the prenup is before you got married. So if you knew you was feeling some type of way, why still marry her if you was feeling so crazy about the prenup? I didn't see the whole marriage special that they had. I saw a few episodes. I remember there was one where they were talking about the prenup and he like really didn't want to sign it and stuff like that. But if that was before the marriage. If everything changed with the prenup, then dude, why you still go along with everything? And then they asked him if he's cheating, and he kind of skipped and jumped around that question and kind of came back and started answering a question with a question, talking about what happened the other day when he tried to initiate something, but she was like, oh, I'm tired. That kind of turns him off and just makes him not even want to do anything. But that was one instance. You can put one down on the calendar. It sounds like Kandi is a very sexually driven type of person. You know, she got that good sex drive and all that, which a lot of men would probably love. And he's kind of wasting it. You know, he's wasting it away. So they get this assignment where they have to do something together where they're gonna write down the goods and bads about each other or something along those lines, and they both have to stay off of social media while they're doing this assignment. I don't remember how long she said they have to do it, but yeah. And he's like, oh, I don't know if Kandi can do it, because I guess she's always on her phone like doing work or maybe on social media and stuff like that. Cynthia, Kenya, Demetria, Claudia, and all of them, they're at this event for Peter. And it was nice because Kandi, she got an award that she wasn't even expecting. It was, what type of award was it? Salute to Excellence, because they were talking about people in hip-hop, people that made some type of mark in history of music and things like that, and she got an award, which is really nice because you can tell she wasn't really expecting it. She looked super shocked. They were also trying to grill her, like the ladies, before they went inside, and they were trying to like pick her brain a little bit and see if she knew anything about Phaedra and she African man, her African prince or African chocolate, whatever. They were trying to like say, oh, but if you're a good friend, you would let her know if she's doing wrong, and was the reason why you wasn't doing this and that because you know about it. And she's like, I don't know anything. Like, that's the wrong person to ask. I feel like she is, like, we've seen it time and time again where she can be a really good friend, and she will like do anything for her friends or her family, people that are really close to her. So Kenny was really trying the wrong one. It wasn't what happened with her. Like, you're not that cool with her. And she kind of, I like the way that she kind of called Cynthia out. Like, out of all people, I wouldn't think that you would be the one to come for Phaedra. I thought that if anything, it would be Kenya. Like, that was kind of left field because you never really had any beef with her. And exactly, that's the same way I was feeling. Like, Cynthia, this is not your battle. Why are you starting? Just because you hang out with somebody, you gotta take on their foolish traits and start acting stupid too? Why? You know, why you have to start acting like someone just because you hang out with them? Why can't you have your own brain? And I think that's the same thing that she was doing with Nene. Remember, she used to try to like be like Nene sometimes. Remember, she even said she had a little evil, or she said no, she said that evil Nene was, or Nene was on her shoulder, and Nene was like, she can't be on your shoulder, you know, like, that's my person. How you gonna try to take my person? So Phaedra, she being the good Christian woman that she is, and she wants to fix it, Jesus. She goes to meet with Cynthia because Cynthia invited her to kind of reconcile and just push all this foolishness to the side. So they go to, it looked like it was dinner because it was nighttime. And when they do that, they're both sitting down, and it was just really like awkward. It felt like Cynthia didn't even know what she wanted to say. She was stuttering a little bit. I was like, oh girl, you scared that purse about to go flying in your face. You don't want to say the wrong thing, because now y'all know I know Phaedra freaking crazy. I knew she had it in her, but she just tried to keep it locked in, you know? She just tried to keep it inside so that no one can like find out, no, she tries to keep it in because, you know, she's a lawyer. She's supposed to be that good Christian woman, but Christians got that craziness in them too. Y'all better watch out. Those be the worst ones sometimes. No judgment though, judgment-free zone. I'm just stating facts. But I'm sorry, but I had to say it. But Cynthia, she's sitting down with her, she's talking to her, and Cynthia starts talking about, they start talking about the whole situation, what happened between them two at dinner, and Phaedra says that you should have checked facts. And then Cynthia, here she go, this is where she done messed up. She starts talking about oh, but did you check facts when you were talking about how Kenya was a whore? Did you check facts then? And she was just like, I'm leaving. I'm not doing this, because they was just going back and forth like, did you check facts? And then Cynthia's like, did you check facts when Kenya? Why are you putting, what does Kenya have to do with this situation between the two of you right now that's sitting down at this table? What does she have to do with it? She didn't have anything to do with it. It just didn't make sense to me. So Phaedra was like, before she lose her cool and then end up slapping the dog pile out of somebody, she just politely walked away, her and her donkey booty, walked away to her nice little car, and she exited. And that was the end of that conversation. And Cynthia was just left there. Mama Cray J, she is back, honey. She's back. And she had Kandi in tears again, but this time it's because she told Kandi that Kandi's changed. She's acting different, and Kandi's just like, I have so much going on right now. I don't have time to be hearing stuff like this. I don't know what you're talking about. She says, yes, she has kind of taken herself back from being around her mom because her mom didn't want to give her the keys, and every time she's around her mom is kind of negative. So she just kind of been focusing on her own family right now. She's like, she doesn't want to tell her mother everything between her and Todd, because then her mom's gonna be woo woo. You know, she gonna be doing that dance. She gonna be, it's gonna be, you know, she's gonna be too happy about it. So she refrained from telling her all of that information. But what she did do is just tell her, I'm really stressed right now with the end of her production that she was doing, her play, and blending the family and everything else. It's just, she doesn't have, she can't take all that stress. So her mom ends up giving her the keys, and they kind of just like hug it out, and she wipes a little tears, and they're good for right now until something else pops off, you know. Nene, she meets with Claudia, Demetria, Cynthia, Portia, and Kandi. They don't have Kenya, and they don't have Phaedra there because, you know, last time they had a little sit down to eat some food. It was supposed to be eating some food, and things just got all out of whack and crazy and about to have some fights. So it was just them. They go to a little Mexican restaurant. You know, I love me some Chipotle. Y'all that had me on my Love and Hip Hop. Y'all see me eating Chipotle. Yes. I need to get me some Chipotle for tomorrow. Might just bring home some and start eating while I'm talking to y'all tomorrow. We'll see. But all of them, they're sitting down and they're eating, and Nene proposes that, well, first of all, when Nene starts trying to talk, Cynthia, she kept on like trying to say something, and it was just like, for what? Why don't you just listen and see what she has to say? Two people can't talk at the same time. It's like, yes, you want to be heard, but for what? There's no reason for you to be all defensive at this specific moment. She's the one who brought you here, so let her tell you what it is that she's trying to do. And don't get me wrong, don't think I'm a Nene fan or stan or anything like that, but I'm just one for what's right. And me personally, I know if I'm talking, I don't expect you to be trying to talk over me at some random moments and trying to make me lose my train of thought and what it is that I'm trying to say and the message that I'm trying to deliver to you. So that like was totally annoying to me personally. I was just like, girl, come on, just let Nene say what she gotta say. If you don't like it after she spit it out, then you can talk. But just hold on a second, gal, hold on. So she finally gets to say what she has to say after, you know, this back and forth business. And she tells him that she wants to do counseling with this doctor. I forgot his name, but he's like a celebrity counselor, doctor type of thing. And it actually looks like it goes really bad on Nene's favor, because when they showed the coming attraction, it looked like she ended up walking away from the room. It's like she couldn't handle the heat because she felt like everybody was attacking her. But they all, when they're there, they talk about it, and the person who said that she doesn't want to go, that she doesn't feel she needs to go, is what's her name? Is Kandi, because she's just like, I don't really feel like this is something I need to do, because she feels like she's cool with everybody. She doesn't have any beef with anybody. But little does she know that Phaedra's holding this type of anger in her heart for her, or kind of, I don't want to fully say resentment, but you know, she feels some type of way about their communication or lack of communication lately. So she's pretty much saying that she doesn't need to go, and as they're exiting, Portia's like, well, you know, I think you do need to go. You need to talk to your girl. And Portia in the background, she's talking about she needs to choose sides. I don't necessarily think that she needs to choose sides. She says she needs to choose Apollo or to choose Phaedra, but I don't even think it goes that deep. I don't think that that's it at all. She's just trying to be a neutral party because she's stuck in the middle of all these women. I think that's the whole thing with her. But we shall see. I think she was in there, but I can't really remember if I saw her when they did a little commercial. But I think that they should all go. I doubt it's gonna really help much, because we've seen them try to go on outings together. It goes left. Like, everything they do kind of goes sour because they have so many different personalities. So yeah, I don't know if I could do something with like so many different people. I just feel like it would bring out the worst in me. Like, it would bring out the evil the evil person that I try to hold back and refrain from bringing out. I think that's what would happen. So I don't know, is it like, would you rather the fame or your integrity? You know, do you want to act like a fool, or do you want to be yourself, or, you know, I don't know. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below. Who's your favorite person, and what was your favorite scene out of all of these scenes that we saw, that we talked about? Do you agree with me with Cynthia? Is Cynthia your favorite person? Let me know. Let's have a discussion. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.